Two updates coming up on Pinax TV. Journalist Anas Aremiyaw Anas. It seems like this man or this young journalist is taking his fight to the next level. What has he done this time around? He has done an application. Yes, it's not even regarding the fact that there's somebody like C0rruption Agyapong or any political party, be it NPP or NDC. He has brought up an application. The name of that application is the Tiger IP, directed at the corrupt people who thinks that they can do anything anywhere. And also, it is directed to our own Kennedy, Agyapong. Also coming up in the news, Salifu Masi, aka Mugabe. This particular guy was part of the Muntie 3 who were accosted some years ago after they made some pronunciations or somehow treason or comments on the radio. They were arrested and later granted bail and perhaps given a presidential pardon by the then former president of Ghana, Mahama. This particular Mugabe has come on radio to predict and also prophesy that God has spoke to him that NPP government want to kill, Manasseh Azuri, who did a secret expose or revealed a secret expose of how Akufo-Addo government is secretly operating a militia at the Osu Castle. We'll give you more updates on that one. Now let's start off with the issue of the moment. Anas Aremiyaw Anas, we know that right now one of his biggest enemies or rival in this country is none other than Kennedy Akompreku. At the point when we all thought that his partner who was shot dead, talking about Ahmed Hussein Swale, his death was going to shake him so hard. Perhaps it was going to make the journalist Anas Aremiyaw Anas not work so much, or perhaps limit the way he extends his work to other particular patrons or perhaps any organization here in Ghana after he was gruesomely murdered some few months ago at Medina whilst he was returning from work. Now, Anas is taking this fight of corruption to the next level. Why am I saying that? Today, information reaching Pinax TV exclusively indicates that Anas have dropped a corruption recording app. Listen to this very well. Anas has dropped a corruption recording app. This is what really is going on. According to the acclaimed ace journalist Anas Aremiyaw Anas, he's taking the fight to corruption nationwide with the Tiger Eye mobile application. This particular app is to enable citizens secretly film and report corruption activities in both the private and the public sector or perhaps institution. The app currently, as I'm speaking to you, is available on Android and iOS. That is people who use iPhone. Also speaking to somebody on radio, Anas said that this application is made easier to make anybody in Ghana here become or turn himself to Anas Aremiyaw Anas. The main aim of this particular app, as said by Anas, is to make sure that he's going to intensify the approach and make corruption everyone's fight in this particular country. Now, we all know that Anas has come under a lot of scrutiny, looking at the fact that the people in the main political parties, talking about NPP and NDC, most of them are not so much happy with the way Anas Aremiyaw Anas he operates, or perhaps according to they say the modus operandi, the way Anas Oyeni Jumano and Fakwaimu, it is not something that is really documented that a journalist should follow this particular principle or not. So because of that, if you look at the way he's bashing and up and down, it has really curtailed his name. I spoke to a few people and a lot of people were believing that, Anas Aremiyaw Anas is doing a good job, but then how can we say if somebody is doing a good job and the person himself is not good himself? But then Anas coming up now to bring the fight or to make, his corruption fight to us, is bringing it to our footstep, making it accessible to us, is another level. According to Anas, he further said, I want to rid the entire nation of corruption irrespective of your social, your political, economic, and religious status. With this app, people can secretly record corruption in the church, in the hospital, in the courts, in the schools, at workplaces, and everywhere, he emphasized. Where the former GFA boss, Christina Ntechi, as he's still nursing his wounds after the infamous number 12 expose, Anas recently dropped another shocking video on the bad guys in the Galamsey fight, including those who are tasked by the president of Ghana to work against Galamsey. So Anas Aremiyaw Anas, this particular journalist, is taking the fight to the next level because now he has brought the application. The application now, as I say, what Pinax TV studios are saying, you can just take it and record somebody. If somebody is doing something bad and our boss, Mr. Ohene, is not around, we can just report it to the person. You watching too, whether you're at school, at home, or hospital, Anas has made this application available. C0rruption Agyapong and his fans should stand firm because now we will record you anytime and anywhere. Now let's move on to another story. I hope you guys remember C0rruption, aka Mugabe. This particular Mugabe was jailed for threatening judges some time ago to the extent that they were even taken to court and they were labeled Munchie 3, where the then president of Ghana, talking about John Dramani Mahama, granted them, a presidential pardon, so they were released. Today, this man has come again. He should note very carefully that his utterances is not going to be condoned by the certain NPP government or perhaps condoned by any political party, because Akufo-Addo is not ready to give anybody a presidential pardon. What is this man saying? This man has once again come on radio. He was speaking on Accra-based FM station by the name Accra Radio SYZ, and he said that the Holy Spirit, talking about our own Holy Spirit that we worship in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. He is a Muslim, so perhaps he's talking about Allah. He said the Holy Spirit possessed him, and then he can't even hold what the Holy Spirit is telling him inside. He needs to tell the world so that the world will know where he's coming from, where things are going, and perhaps if particularly the message is directed to a particular journalist. Basically, it was so genuine here because in no time something will happen to him. According to C0rruption, aka Mugabe, he has said that the NPP government are planning as of now to secretly kill Manasseh Azure. Yes, according to him, this Manasseh Azure who is now recently in the news after a Joy TV expose on secret militia dealings at the Osu Castle, has come under a lot of scrutiny. And according to this particular C0rruption, because of the fact that Manasseh Azure has exposed the dark secrets of NPP, they are now secretly planning to kill Manasseh Azure, just as they did to Ahmed Hussein Swale, who was the then former partner of Anas, Aremi Yao Anas. He further went on to say the fake ones or prophets can come out and say whatever they like, but I'm speaking in the spiritual realm. Manasseh Awuni, I'm speaking to your parents. I'm not speaking as Mugabe, but the Holy Spirit is using me, he claimed. According to him, the ruling party, that's the NPP, would like to kill the journalist because of his documentary about the supposed training of a militia at the Osu Castle, and an allegation which was debunked by the government and also the certain president of the Republic of Ghana. So this is currently what Mugabe is saying. If this, is true, if what he's saying is true, then it is going to be a big blow, because this particular expose came, and NPP government have denied vehemently of being involved in any corruption or any type of scandal to bring up vigilantism or perhaps bring up any sort of militia here in Ghana. But this Mugabe, whose name is C0rruption, is saying that the Holy Spirit, talking about Jesus Christ and also Allah, have possessed him, and they are telling him that in just 11 months, Manasseh Azure will be killed by NPP bigwigs led by the president of the Republic of Ghana, because the expose that he has done, which is targeted at them, is something which has hit them so hard, and they just can't come into terms with it. So because of that, they want to eliminate the poor journalist. This is what this particular man, who was once accosted or jailed or sent to prison and courts for threatening judges, this is what he's saying. I'm hoping that if this matter should pop up in the news more, the president of Ghana won't give him any presidential pardon, because the Holy Spirit perhaps won't come and defend you that time that they're asking you provide your evidences for what you are saying, and which information, and where are you even coming from suggesting that NPP government will kill a journalist who has done an expose on militia. So currently, that is what is going. Let us know what you also think about all the issues we've discussed here, particularly talking about Anas, Aremi Yao Anas, he dropping the Tiger IPI app and making sure that anybody here in the country will combat corruption, be it in the school, in the hospital, at church, and everywhere. He is saying that not even Kennedy, Agyapong, can stop him, because the recording app, as I'm speaking to you now, has been downloaded by Oman FM workers, Net2 workers, Ash FM workers, and even Kennedy Agyapong, his own bodyguard workers, are even using that particular app, talking about the Tiger IPI app. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. If you are new here, please subscribe to our channel to get latest information and nice information like this. Like this video if you are new here, and also whatever it is. Thank you very much for watching.